today we are the purpose of this meeting. You can go and come back if you want. Okay. Practical kar and there jai aao jai. So my purpose of meeting today is this, that we want to recap again what we learned in the classroom at Resort Hotel, and I want to connect it with the practical pulse reading. So yesterday I had a pulse reading with almost everybody here, and if you know, I made this kind of a circular remarks. Okay, so for example, I am looking at this particular file, which is from Irma. Yeah, Irma's file. So, and there I have written, like on the top I have written a particular title like IBS. Under that I have written AMA. Then I have written autoimmune. Okay. So that means that, and in the AMA section I have written that there is heaviness. Okay, so that combination means IBS. So we learned in that section, our session at Resort Hotel, we learned 5 things. You remember I said 6 beats, focus on one thing. You can take away your hand and put down the observation, or you can just remember and keep next step and the next one and the next one, and then write down quickly all the points, like here Dr. Mehta has written P, V and all these points. And I have kind of dissected those points into symptoms now, for you to understand that how all these separate 5 things combined together can create one picture of a symptom. So, you got it? Any question? So first I want to ask, any question up to this?
So the 3 was AMA, what were the other 2 that equals IBS?
I don't remember this, what I have written here. Currently I want to just teach you the fundamental.
Yeah, I got that.
Fundamental.
Yes.
Because the intention is this. So first of all, how many of you, where is David? I was looking for you. Hi. So how many of you, after 3 years from now, because I said this in our educational meet, that 3 years from now you should earn at least 2 or 3 times more than what you have spent, right? And I am damn serious about it, right? So, so I can only help you. I can be your coach. I means me and Ayush Shakti, and also Dr. Clint is part of Ayush Shakti for me. So everybody together will hold your hand and we will guide you what to do. We will give you tools on what to do, but you have to do it. Otherwise it remains in the head, and then only thinking, no action is no power. Dr. Naram always said, knowing is not doing, doing is doing. I literally believe in that. So we have to action. Action is very important, right? So I'm going to teach you now. So how many of you, first of all, really want to have the dream of at least first step to recover double or triple money from what you paid, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God, don't see, if you are doubtful the cosmic power, I want to tell a very interesting story before we go about the cosmic power. I have never shared this story with anybody so much. First time I am sharing this. This is related with me and Pankaj. We traveled to America for the first time in our life. The first city we went was Santa Fe. That was the first city. And we worked with Lenny Blank and Ivy Blank. Lenny Blank was the publisher for Dr. Vasant Lad's book. The first book Dr. Lad wrote was published by Lotus Press, which was started by Lenny Blank, and then he sold it to Santosh Krinsky. So I know them very well, very personally. So he invited us. This was in 1990. And then we go to Palm Spring area, you know, Palm Spring area in near LA. And so we go there. Hi. So feel free, when you have something, you can go from here. It's okay. I just wanted you not to miss this. That's it. Yeah. So we are talking about, just to recap very quickly, what we spoke about was, I reminded everybody of my promise that I made at the resort hotel about helping everybody to recover. And this is for everyone who is not even present in this group right now, because we are recording it and we will share with the whole student group, who I gave a promise that I will stand by to make sure that you all earn 3 times more money than what you have spent in this training. Because Dr. Naram said that you have to give 10 times more value. At least we can think of double or triple value, right? So I said that, but you all also have to be committed. So I asked everybody who is interested, because we will all stand by. And there were some hands who just raised but with a little doubt, and some with a great conviction, like Emma now, for example, do two hands, which is like, wow, so motivating. So the thing is that you have to be very committed to that, because the cosmic power is so powerful that it helps you. It just helps you without your knowledge. I wanted to give the example of this. For me, this is the most powerful example. My teacher always said, in life, never complain. If somebody cheats you, never complain. Why? Because if you deserve to get this money, you will always get it. Because there is a powerful force which is working always to reward you exactly what you deserve in your life against your efforts. Now, this is a very powerful wisdom, but in practical reality, we experienced it so much. And this example I want to really share with you, because for me, it will remain like a forever in my head and heart. So me and Pankaj, we were invited to USA for the first time to work with Lenny Blank and Ivy Blank in Santa Fe. Then we were invited by one of our old client who met us in India, American man, Glenn Malloy. And he invited us to work in Palm Spring. So we went there as well. And then we went to Cynthia Koppel, who is currently chairperson of the NAMA. NAMA is the Ayurvedic organization in America, right? So he's the chairperson of NAMA. And like that, we had like tour which was 6 or 7 people we were invited in these places. And then we said, okay, we sell the herbs. We somehow managed to import the herbs in America already. It was such a marathon task at that time. Now it's easy. That time they said, what's Ayurveda? We don't know. What are these herbs? We don't know. So it was difficult, but we managed. And then we said, okay, we'll share 25% from the herbs for you, and we'll share 50% of the consultation fees so that you can take out your money. And we made a plan where they earn in 2 days of clinic organized $2,000 to $3,000, and they did earn that much. So everywhere we go and we come back home, so everybody is supposed to send us, herbs were already paid directly to the company and we had to pay them, but they had to send us the consultation fees. And everybody sent except Glenn Malloy. He didn't send us. Almost at that time, I think $3,000 or $4,000, which was huge money for us, because we started our life from nothing, as you know. We were staying like a paying guest, zero, no money in our pocket. From there we started our life. So, every money was important. Anyways, what you earn is important to get, right? On the other side, the Lenny Blank had to also give us the same amount of money, which he remitted, but instead of writing Pankaj Naram, he wrote Pankaj Naram. They always make mistake. Instead of J, they wrote Y. Western people don't know how to, pronounce J, so Y. So the bank made a mistake, and that time, which was 1990 or 91, it was very complicated. You have to do a SWIFT transfer, which means local bank will send it to some central bank in New York, which will then send it to the Reserve Bank of India, and then it will send it to our bank. So 3 layers. And this bank, New York Bank, is happily using our money. Not sending us, not informing Lenny Blank. So once that Glenn Malloy is disappeared, doesn't answer our calls, nothing, he doesn't send money. And Lenny Blank says, I have sent money, but I don't know where it is gone. Right? So we are like, oh God, what is happening? But we had such a big faith in God that we said, okay, it's going to come from anywhere. If I deserve, we will get it. Okay, now magic happened. After 6 months, Lenny Blank found out in the meantime that, okay, our bank made a mistake in writing Pankaj. Instead of that, they are writing Y. So now I am sending again this new form to the New York bank and it will come. So that took like 6 months, okay? Glenn Malloy disappeared, not to be traced, doesn't say I have sent money, nothing. That means he is not going to send money. That's my conclusion. Okay, you will not believe me. After 6 months, Indian government devalued rupees, and for $1 we used to get that time 24 rupees. It became 48 rupees. How much? 48. And Lenny Blank's money came after 6 months, and we got the exactly same amount which we would have gotten before 6 months. So God, somebody, that superpower God, whoever, you must have a faith in that there is somebody who helps, there is a very high level of power which is working for you. And we were not knowing why Lenny's money is not coming, but now we know why it didn't come. Because we were supposed to get the full money which we deserve, right? So if you believe that yes, I want to get this 3 times more, trust me, it will happen. So first thing to achieve anything in life is to believe that yes, I will get it. Otherwise you choose, okay, I'm okay if I don't get double the amount. It's okay. You can choose. That's fine. But once you choose that, yes, I want to, and that's like a game, even if you don't, who is going to punish you? Nobody, right? Nobody. And if you don't achieve today, you will achieve it tomorrow. And there is always a reason why you achieve tomorrow, which is so big that you don't even know what it is. Unless, you will find it out later with a bigger picture that, oh, that's where I benefited by not doing it now. So, in that direction, I would like to, because pulse reading is something that creates instant faith. And face reading also creates instant faith, but we haven't spoken about face reading, okay? Face reading is also one thing that I teach and I do very well. So, and doctors also do it. So pulse reading is one thing, because faith generation is the key in having them convert as a client. Very important. So that is why first step, let us master the pulse reading in a practical way. So what I want to do today, my purpose is to go through those 5 things that we spoke. I want to teach you how you can do those 5 parameter reading and how you can combine it to create a symptom. Right? Because they are all interconnected. Although we look at them separately, and then you write down the pulse and you think which one is connected with what. And then you can talk, okay, you have this, you have this, you have this, you have this. Right? So, first let us revisit again, what are those 5 things? What was the first one? Finding out what is the imbalance. Do you remember Giovanni jumping with Krishna and Dr. Sanjay Sood? and explaining to you Vata jumping, Pitta jumping, Kapha jumping, right? And you learned what are the levels, natural level of Vata, natural level of Pitta and natural level of Kapha. So whatever is jumping beyond that level is imbalanced. First point. Then you write in your diary V plus plus plus, whichever is the predominant, or if Pitta is predominant, P plus plus, and then this. And remember, don't go more than 6 beats. You don't have to count it, otherwise you will lose the observation power. But on an average, what I mean is 6 beats like 5-6 seconds, not too long. Otherwise it changes. Quickly, instantly, whatever you feel, write it down. It's okay. Doesn't matter if you're wrong. Nobody is going to punish you because we all are perfectionists, We want to be perfect in life. But trust me, excellence is easy to chase. Because perfection means once you achieve the perfection, there is that deadline. Okay, gone. Excellence means you always keep improving constantly. So you are only becoming better and better and better. That should be our goal. And here you can get better only by doing it. So even if you make mistake, keep doing it. This is first principle. Now what was the second point we are looking at?
How fast is the plasma going?
That is direction. That's the third point. Agni and Ama go sequence wise. Don't forget that at all, because these are, very simple. These things are following as per the process of disease. Process of disease that in the tummy, in the gut, first Vata, Pitta, Kapha or Ama is produced. Ama is a toxic mucus, as you know, which we don't want to have at all. Vata, Pitta, Kapha is the biological subtle energies behind everything happening in our body. So we need that. We need Vata, Pitta, Kapha as a driving force. You know the car, right? You know the car. So in the car example, Vata is like all this movement. Pitta is the diesel. Kapha is the structure, engine, the body. You need all three, no? Then only car can go. When you ignite, what happens is some air is shifted, so there is a air sparked in the. I'm not technically great in this one, but but I know that when you ignite, what is happening. There is a spark which is throwing air to that diesel, which is slightly thrown out, and because of that there is a energy created, right? Same thing in our body. Same. Kapha is the one who is creating all the structure, muscle, this, that, everything. Vata is always creating through the function of air, using principles of reverse osmosis and vacuum, different principles of physics, where air is responsible for the movement. Whoever has studied physics can relate to this, what I am saying. And Pitta is like a diesel, fire, igniting all the processes like a catalyst. So we need all these three things, but if there are more, it is a problem. It's a problem. So this is what we are looking. Ama should not be there. Vata, Pitta, Kapha according to their level. Okay? So Ama, in the second level, what we look at? Simplified Ama heaviness and Agni level. And we taught about Agni. Healthy Agni is always in the Pitta finger, but it's the Pitta finger at the middle level. The pulse is going up to middle level, not more than that. That's a healthy Agni. If it's going more than that, over Agni, heat. And they will have a symptom of eating a lot but never gaining weight, not feeling energy. This is high Agni. Low Agni means, which is mostly nowadays, down, down, down. And when we talk about Agni, it's not just digestive fire, also 7 tissues fire. Have you learned this 7 tissue fire? You remember 7 tissue fire? I know Dr. Komal's lectures sometimes are very, very technical, but this you need as a base. As a base. And if you don't also understand, read it again. It's okay. You know, I sometimes I don't understand things and I read again. It's okay. You know, don't worry. So point is this, that Agni low means it can be anywhere, and Ama heavy means it can be anywhere blocking anything. So that is the first step towards ill health, excess dosha and excess Ama. What is the third step?
Yesterday I had told you that there will be 5 the steps which I told you. First look at this, then get perfect at that, then look at this, then get perfect. So what mom's saying, those were the ones. So this is absolutely important, the most basic.
That's why we are
This was
repeating.
what it was.
I told already, we had a discussion and he really was in sync with, sometimes I don't tell him and he understands anyways.
First the Vata Pitta Kapha, perfect. Then this. Anyway.
Thanks for reminding that. So what is the third point? What is the third one? Huh? Yes, exactly. Why it is third? Because that's the third step in the illness. All this produced here, pushed into the blood, and it is moving everywhere based on where Vata is aggressively bringing it. So we have to understand location. This will tell you the location. Okay? Where the toxins are taken all the time. What is the fourth step? Beige, heat, VAT. And what is that? And immune. We add it. That day we didn't speak, but immune. What is that fourth step? Related to tissues. Perfect. Dhatus, tissues. Why? Because all this circulates and then it settles in the fourth step into the tissues. It settles there, it remains there in the corner like a notorious boy. As soon as there is a reason, this notorious boy is like active and disturb the whole class. The reason is based on something trigger, emotional, stress, wrong food, etc., etc. So, these 3 points, these 3 points. So, I want to now give you can write these notes because we don't have any writing board here, no PPT, good for you that you can write it. So, in the tissues, there are 5 imbalances which can happen. 5 imbalances, okay? First one is that tissues can have excessive toxins. So, heat pulse indicates that the heat is not just in the stomach, but it is gone into tissues. Which tissue? How will you know?
How many levels up?
See, you got it, Debra. Thank you. You got it. Thanks, Krishna. He did something good yesterday. But you have listened to him very carefully. I am happy. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. You can understand where Vata is going. Based on that, you will understand the location of that particular thing. Right? So, and beige means what? Beige means, yeah, sticky. That's the description. But meaning of beige is what? Kapha settled in the tissue. Kapha settled in the tissue. We call it, Ayurveda calls it Dushit Dhatu. This is the Sanskrit word, okay? Dushit Dhatu. But I don't want to overload you with those things, but Dushit Dhatu. I will request Dr. Komal to change or give exact English meaning to a lot of Sanskrit words when we use it. Maybe that can help. I will do that. But the point is that it is what we call as Dushit Dhatu, which means polluted tissues. It's not pure anymore. There is a excessive ama or doshas there. And So that is one. The second thing which can happen with the tissue is what we call it dhatu kshay. Dhatu kshay. Maybe Krishna can write those names in the English so you will understand. Sanskrit name. Dhatu kshay. Dhatu kshay means degeneration. So if you look at somebody's file, I have written degeneration in Cindy's file. Huh?
Degeneration is also veg.
Degeneration is not veg. I will tell you what it is. Give me a second. For example, there are two conditions, arthritis, two conditions. Huh? In arthritis, whoever are medical doctors can understand this very easily, actually, that arthrosis, like in German they call it, begins from the inflammation. And then finally it becomes degeneration. And then there is a damage in the joints, and then finally you have to do the replacement or surgery, etc., etc., if you don't stop or don't reverse it, right? So the point is this, that arthritis, there are two stages. One is the inflammation and the second one is degeneration. So if you look at Deborah's file, I have written VAT and swelling. So her arthritis is the early stage. It is only in the stage of inflammation and mild degeneration. While Cindy's is in the third, fourth stage. It has gone into degeneration. So you can understand by looking at the pulse that there is a vata, VAT settled in the bones, or wherever in the spine. If it is going down, it means it is in the knee or hip, depending on how low it goes, right? Because if you remember, I said that you have to imagine the human beings lying down here always. That is how you can find the location. So then you can say, okay, yours is just stage 1 and 2. By doing this and this detox, inflammation will be gone and we can just do a small matra basti, few herbal supplements, and you will reverse it. But if it is a degeneration pulse, which is, we have not learnt it yet in the classroom, but that pulse is like a very thin thread, very thin thread. You feel like you touch it and you feel like very thin, strong but thin thread, not very thick. You will be able to understand because I am seeing that you are already getting lot of things. So when you check, some pulse it is thick, but this is very thin. That is what Cindy has, and I wrote it down in her VAT and degeneration. So she will need possibly 2 years of working on that problem, and after that in the X-ray it will be reversed. I have seen it, so that's why I am telling you. It can be reversed, I have seen it. So, yeah, so that's the point. So this is how you can find from the pulse what is the stage of the illness, how far it has gone, and what steps you have to take to reverse it. I'm giving examples. So in the tissue, what are the 5 things? Repeat. It's not swelling. Swelling is the 5th point, but in the tissue, just to understand, because we are following the process of illness now. We are following which tissue the toxins are deposited, which place in the body, and which toxins. So which toxins we found in the first point. Second point we found Ama and Agni, which is also Ama is toxin. Third point we are finding now location in the body where. Fourth point, what is the position of the tissue in that area, whether they are polluted by heat or Bhej or VAT. Right? Got it? See, I am just giving a whole picture what probably these people learn in 1 year. I am trying to tell you in a very nutshell. But this is what, if you fix it, then it's not a rocket science. It's a very, very simple. And medical doctors can learn it faster, but you also can learn it faster because you are getting trained from the theoretical side. I know that we don't like theory. I also hated it. And some lectures in the exam I wanted to memorize everything and don't talk at all till I completely vomited in the because but only when I met our teacher I understood this connection of everything, you know. Otherwise it was like all separate things hanging in a different direction. I don't want that you go with that problem, okay? You have to be clear, and that's for everybody who is attending this course, okay? So you got it? So we did now, where were we? So tissues.
The 5 problems in the tissue.
Huh?
Please repeat the 5.
Yeah, 5 problems. I have only covered right now 4. She is right. Swelling, I said it, but swelling is not in the tissue. It is the 5th one which we'll talk about. The 5th one here is fibrosis, overgrowth. Overgrowth. Can be opposite only, right? Tissues either can be emaciated, which means they were shrunk, or there was overgrowth. So we are talking about tissue being polluted, tissue being less than required, and tissue being overly grown, fibrosis. So simple, fibrosis pulse I showed you. Wherever there is fibrosis, there will be a beat coming in the middle. I showed it to you, everybody. If it is coming between kapha and pitta finger, fibrosis in the lungs. If it is coming between pitta and vata fingers, fibrosis in the pelvic area, depending on man, woman, prostate, fibroids, tube block, many things, I mean, but you can then find out depending on the combination different things, but this is the meaning. So I am teaching now separate pulse, which then you combine together and create a whole picture. Like we learn a language, A, B, C, D, then we combine, make apple and cat or whatever. And then we make letters and the sentences, and then we make a paragraph. So slowly I am telling you how to make a paragraph. Of course, I mean it's too heavy, but if you keep this information in your heart constantly, then it is not heavy, and you need to practice, which we will discuss about in a while. So 5 things. Is it clear? 5 pulse related with tissues. Clear or not clear? No, not yet, but you are right. We have to include it. Wait. I have not included, but you are right. We have to include it. But I was just focusing on 7 tissue right now. But as you know, immune system, ojas, according to Ayurveda, is also nectar of the tissues. So immune system from ancient scripture point of view is not just physical immune system. So when you increase or work on the physical immunity, people naturally find themselves getting stronger emotionally, not getting impacted by negative energy around you, not getting impacted by people attacking you emotionally. You suddenly become like a, like Bhagavad Gita has said, like sthita prajna, which means not impacted by good or bad. You become neutral, and you can rationally look at the same situation, which will then help you to find how to deal with it, because emotional reactions blocks our ability to handle the complex emotional situations. So when you work on physical immune system, it gives you more mental capacity to do more work mentally. It will give you emotional capacity, and it gives also physical ability to fight with the infections, toxins, everything. Right? So that is why this is important, and I would take it as part of the dhatus, but I am considering to keep it as a 6th point maybe in future, because it by itself is a separate thing. So I'll discuss with Dr. Hemang. If he agrees and the team agrees, we'll make it like a 6th point. This is a structure of the pulse created over a period of time, and it is improved because, as I told you, pulse reading is something my husband said, observe, observe, observe. I went mad, a lot of people went mad, and I thought a lot of people want to help humanity, and I think it is better to find a structure. in which you can observe. End of it you have to observe. There is no option to that. No alternative. So, immune system, when you look at the immune system, it is always felt in the pitta finger. And why is it felt in the pitta finger? Slightly above the pitta finger, actually. Because immunity, you know where is that immunity in the modern science is stored, Dr. Saab?
White blood cell.
Yeah, but where is it stored? Where is it produced? In the heart there is that gland.
Lymph gland.
Lymph and there is a thymus or something.
Spleen and thymus.
Thymus and spleen. Where is it located? And what is that position? Pitta position. Is the origin of the immune system. Ayurveda said it already 5,000 years ago. Origin of the immune system is just under the heart region. We found it now. Am I right or not? Under the heart. Yeah, there is the thymus gland which is producing the humoral. No, not thymus. Sorry. Under the heart there is this little spleen, right? No, there is a gland around the, not thymus. Sorry. Yeah, there is the Krishna.
Sorry.
I've forgotten because so many years I haven't. But just I'll tell you which one is that. You know. Not many. Spleen. It is stored. It is the basic cells of the immune are actually processed and created in the spleen, right? Which is where?
Below the heart. Below the heart.
Below the heart, approximately here, right? Yeah, this side.
Yakrut, Pliha, Pitta, Sthan. Spleen
Here.
and liver will be.
Yeah, here. I mean, I'm not saying here. This is the. If you remember in the pulse, I told you a human being lie down, put Vata, Pitta positions. I mean, there is always a Kapha, Vata, and Pitta. What you call Sthan. Sthan means position where they are located. So Ayurveda says Kapha is here, located. Sthan. Sthan means its house. His house is here. Then from here it is operating. So moment Kapha is produced, you always feel little bit here first, and then it goes everywhere. Pitta Sthan is this. House is here, but then from there it spreads. Vata's house is here, the place where it lives, just near the navel area. So you imagine a human being lying down with these three places. So you can exactly position the human being. That is why I am giving you the clue. These are the landmarks to position the human being. So spleen is in this area where there is Pitta Sthan. That is why you check immune system in the Pitta finger, right? And there it tells you if it is immune system is normal or overactive or underactive. Overactive is hyperimmune system. See, there is a concept of para ojas and apara ojas. I don't know if you have studied that, but no idea. You have studied it, ne? So where is para ojas? Yeah, in this area, right? And where is apara ojas? Everywhere in the body. See, antibody and humoral cells. Para ojas is basic immune cells. Only 2 or 3 are there according to modern. Apara ojas is specific antibody created to fight something. Already was there 5,000 years ago. Can you imagine? And it also says why antibody are created to attack wrong things. It says that because of the toxins deposited in the cells, the body thinks this is something wrong. It became it creates the fighter to attack. Because thinking that is a foreign body. And then the inflammation created, autoimmune created. So first thing we have to remove toxins, if there is autoimmune. Then you start healing, calming the immune system. You say, oh Baba, the toxins are gone now. Calm down, my dear friend. Don't have to be so active anymore. Right? Because it's gone. And that organ which was damaged from the toxin, you have to give something to heal it. So that is how we have to find out if the immune system is hyperactive or underactive. So I showed you the pulse of the hyperactive and underactive immune system, right? Whoever didn't get it, that Krishna can show you.
So
Autoimmune, hyperactive is the fountain going out, underactive is pushing in. And some people will have both actually. It is possible. They will have both. Why? Because Ayurveda says that when the paraojas is stimulated because of the some kind of a foreign body or even emotions which are foreign, we don't want to, this is not my emotions. My body says, no, I don't want it. Immune system creates fighters to protect you. It's a natural reaction. But what happens is that these fighters cannot go and protect you because there is a block from the toxin. So this fighter cannot go and control the infection or even protect you from the energetic attack, whatever. But they have created a fighters. Now this fighter says, I have to do something. So it will now find similar things and attack. Also one more cause of the autoimmune. Right? So these are two causes. But there can be, so on one side the immune system is not working to control the infection. The chronic infection is like there and it's not controlled. So you will find that immune is sinking because it's trying to fight this infection and tired because it's not able to fight it. Imagine there is this something in that room, okay, on the other side, and you want to just stop that fire. So you want to go, you have created a fireman who has to go via that exit door, right? Exit door is locked because of the toxins. So this fireman says, I can't go, let me break this and go, let me break that and go. This fireman says, I have to fight, I have to kill that fire. That's exactly what is happening. So the fire is still going on. So immune system gets a signal, fire is still going on, immunity is again producing more antibody. So it's tired, exhausted, down, drained. So there are some pulse in this group where I have mentioned that there was a draining of the immune system, which was the opposite of hyperactive.
Are you considering both those autoimmune or no?
No, draining, no. So, some people can only have difficulty, I'm coming to that. So, it's a very complex concept and it is there in the Sanskrit language, but I am not talking that language in shlokas. Okay, because I want to make it as simple as possible. That's why. So I tried to use this example, whatever came in front of me.
When it's hypoactive, when the immune system is hypoactive, it's like a fountain coming in. How do you feel that under the
There are people who have it. So I have written down underactive immune. Just go in that file and look for that.
The pitta is supposed to be, because normal is supposed to be in the middle layer.
Yeah.
And in this case,
So here we are not talking about pitta level at all. Why? Because that's a separate chapter. Here we are talking about wherever pitta level is, what is the situation of immune.
so what does the pulse feel like, regardless of the level? Regardless of the level it is at, what does the pulse feel like under the pitta?
Yeah, so but you will always feel immune pulse under the pitta finger, and I told you why, because this is the storehouse of the immune, this is the basic immune cell storehouse, and it is producing the antibody. So that's why it is in, that's the sthan of pitta, ne? That's the house of pitta, that's why, you know.
I'm just trying to get a sense of how to feel.
So you will feel it by opposite. This is fountain going out, you will feel like, you know, sometimes there is this water which is flowing down and you just touch it, and what kind of a feeling you get, it like it's sinking down. That feeling you will have. So some people can have both autoimmune, low immunity. So in that cases, again only monitor how many beats? 6 beats. If you have half of the time going out, half going in, which means both are there. So this situation, the toxins are blocking the antibody which has to fight the infection. But if you only have going out, 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 which means only hyperactivity. But if you only have going in, down, 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 that's it. It means the basic immune reserve is low. In that case, you have to give a mountain of immune boosting herbs like Jivan Yoga, Virophyte. Both of them you have to give mountain, double dose or something, because basic immune is low. So this is how you can understand from the pulse what is the cause of this situation, really speaking. Then the last point we discussed was the fifth one, which is related with the channels, strotas. So when we talk about strotas, because there, if there are blockages, it is a problem. So one is the water channel, Udak Vaha Strotas we call it. But that is connected with Rasa and Rakta Vaha Strotas, both are liquid. So that is swelling pulse, swell. So people, for example, I think Debra has arthritis with VAT and swelling. So that indicates that all the supply to the, the joints is blocked, because blood supply is liquid. And it is blocked and it is creating the swelling. Because like a pipeline, you know, imagine a pipeline which is flowing a water inside it, and suddenly there is a block and water is still pushed. What will happen? It will get kind of bubbled. You know, it will get bubbled, swollen. And then you have the swelling, water retention everywhere in the body. So that is what it is. And it can happen in the gross liquid flowing channels, or even the micro channels like capillaries and micro lymphatic channels and all that. It can happen anywhere, but all are blocking the nourishment in a sense. So no matter how much you try to take everything, you know, we discussed that, right? It's still your bones are degenerating. And excessive nourishment is giving some bad effect on the liver or something else, because it's not absorbed. So that is how you find out the cause. If there is AMA, for example, AMA, low circulation, this is the second blockage you will find. Low circulation pulse means the blood supply is blocked because of AMA toxins. AMA toxins. So sticky AMA toxins are blocking the liquid channels, blood supply, etc., which is the main cause of everything, always. So that you will find when you have a 4 beats and there is a stop. Instead of normally 6 beats, there is a little pause and then again 6 beats. But in this case, 4 or 5 beats, there is a pause and then again starts. So the pause is coming earlier. That shows that there is a blockage in the circulatory channel, blood supply. Then again connect everything, connect the dots. Where is the problem? Which dosha is excessive? So for example, if there is a migraine, so that migraine will always have a pulse of Vata going 3 level high, because migraine is in the head. There will be also heat pulse because it is Pitta related, Pitta deposited in the head region. And in the migraine and common headache, the difference is low circulation. And if you look at the allopathic description of migraine and headache difference, there is a vasculitis. Am I right? It is true. Yeah, there is a vasculitis, they call it, which means the vascular, the blood vessels are blocked, swollen and blocked. When the migraine happens, it is more blocked, blood supply stops and the head is paining. Because Krishna, mane tissue paper lao na jara. Ah, yeah, good. I think my tolerance to heat is a bit low in general. High pitta constitution. Anyways, so you got it right? Huh?
Would there be, as we pause,
Yeah.
would there be sluggishness with that as well?
Huh?
Sluggishness.
Sluggishness?
Sluggish, like
Sluggish. It is sluggish also. Yeah. It is slow and sluggish. But slow and sluggish again indicates ama, as we discussed. Slow and sluggish is ama. So basically, then other blockages, other channel blockages are known by combination. By combination. For example, Asthi Vahastrotas blockage is arthritis. But you will know, okay, if there is VAT pulse and Vata degenerated, no low circulation, no swelling, this is excessive Vata drying this. So in the Asthi Vahastrotas there is a air, Vata is causing trouble. Or if there is swelling or low circulation and VAT pulse, it means that there is a block in this Asthi Vahastrotas. You have learned Asthi Vahastrotas, right? Right? Bones. Yeah. So then you connect it with, okay, where is it located? Vata is going down, circular, 2 level up and circular. Then you know, okay, going down means must be either knee or the ankle, heel, maybe sometimes in the hip if it is going just a little bit down. If it's circular under the Vata finger, lumbar problem. If it is too arrow high and circular in the Kapha finger, cervical problem. So you will be able to find with the combination where is the block and where is the problem. I hope it was not very complex. Clear? Please ask questions because practical training Krishna is going to take. I am going to leave. But you again go through everything I have written there.
I'm curious in practicality, swelling and low circulation. What is the difference in the pulse when you practically take low circulation?
Right. Good question. So low circulation I already explained. After 4 beat there is a little block instead of 6 beat. Pause. A little not block, a pause. But in the swelling pulse you will feel as if the pulse is like a water pipe. First it takes time to, when you hold it, it takes like 2-3 seconds to even feel the pulse. That is the immediately sign that yes, there is swelling, water retention. Like, in your case, there is no water retention. There is ama block to the supply of the bone and the nervous tissues. So moment we remove ama block, which is the detox, detox is the removing ama block, but basti is nourishing. Because you cannot nourish without removing block, ne? Like I told you, the fireman wants to go from that exit, but it is blocked. So even if you give a highly nourishing thing, if the block is there, it will never work. Whether vitamin, mineral or even Ayurvedic herbs. We have to do detox to remove the block so that it starts nourishing the whole thing. That is why first step is detox. Then Kati Basti, Kati Dhara, all this is started after the detox is done. So if you look at the treatment, we do the dry Pindasved, the Siddha massage for removing blockage, the first step. But afterwards we don't do that much. We do more steam, oil massage, Dhara, Kati Basti, enema, the back, or hard Dhara is always done in the beginning, but it doesn't have lot of oil. because that's why we do it we reduce the oil. Original formula, according to this Ayurveda, 5,000 years ago, you must use the oil. But we found that people feel sad because it doesn't work only. They get more problem with the oil. So we started decoction and oil. Then it's working. Why? Because ama block. You can't use oil when there is ama. Got it? So I think I have tried to simplify it in a, don't look at the disease, just make this combination. So what I wanted, any questions on this? And all the people who are watching me, who are not here, I just want to request all of you, listen to this video again and again. I'm going to actually possibly make myself available on the group so people can ask me questions on this directly, but you can also ask to your mentors because they are also trained in the same manner for years and years. So that is what, but you all can, as a sample on behalf of everybody else, can ask questions if anything comes. Otherwise I'll go into the practical doing. Question?
Any good book to read? This is a good book.
There is no book because I think we have to. Krishna had an idea of creating Siddha Samhita, but sorry, I leaked.
Yeah, that's good, no?
Everybody can help us volunteer for that idea, where I want to record all of these things because we have been only doing and doing and doing, and we haven't been actually putting it on record. So I think maybe we will, discuss and create a structure to create the Siddha Samhita, which then I want to actually put it in all the colleges everywhere, so all the Ayurvedic doctors get this practical insight, because I know that when we studied, we were like completely confused. We had like this separate and that separate and this separate, and we didn't know how to interconnect each of them. So I don't want that you live with that kind of a thing, which we went through. Yeah, that's why I realized that you don't have this connection at all. So I cancelled everything and I came here today. So quickly, yeah. Thank you. So I just want to tell you quickly so you can use this one. And then later on when you are gone, I want to also tell you or guide you how you can do this. For example, this is the pulse of Dr. Aarti. I can discuss, right? Yeah, thank you. So I have written here Tridosh in the remission. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have time yesterday because I'm sorry, I do 2 times a week dance classes, okay? Yesterday was dance classes, 6:15. I don't want to miss it because, that's something that I love and one thing that I want to keep it up, like a hobby. So, this, I didn't write it, but this is remission. Why? So, I showed a Tridosha pulse to a lot of people when they were in my OPD. I think there were a lot of people who came because of this squamous cell carcinoma, and so many cancer patients came that day. Some of you must have seen them because I was always, but the point is this, that it has 3 dosha, all jumping beyond their normal level. That is known at once. That is known as Tridosha pulse. But some people have already in the past and it is now dealt with. So they will not have this kind of a pulse, but they will have still these 3 doshas jumping at once, but very, very minimal. Very, very minimal, not too much. So you have to just observe with more subtleness, So that's what Dr. Aarti has. It's not there, but I told you that, no?
I don't know how to see it myself.
Yeah, but that day you were not there when I was in the clinic. A lot of people saw the Tridosha pulse. Well, just keep it in your head. So I will tell you how to do practically. You can do these things, Then this is lungs pulse. I have written Vata 2 level high, Bhej, low circulation. There is a kind of a fibrosis, autoimmune, all of this you will find in her. So look at this, so you will know, okay,
What are the characteristics of tridosha pulse?
that's what I explained, that when you put the pulse there, it is jumping, all three of them, and it's going beyond the normal level of Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Now, Tridosha is a very advanced pulse. You keep aside that right now. Keep aside, because it is difficult to know these things, okay? But whatever we taught, there are a lot of pulse here. Now, my point is this, that right now you will do the guided observation on each other. Krishna is there, of course, to teach you.
How about anger, guilt, emotional trauma?
Is there?
So
Is there? Anger, what is anger? I will ask you now. So you only will describe the pulse. What is anger? Pitta settled in? Brain tissue, head. Perfect. So heat. Then, so what will be the combination? Vata going 3 level high. Heat. No. Now third point, which you have not discussed and I have not discussed, which is the Mana Vaha Srotas, mental channel Srotas. Okay, the mental channel is the inclusion, in Ayurveda there is Mana Vaha Srotas, which is the mental channel, which includes nervous system, brain and our senses, right? These three are connected, part of the mental channel mainly. So this was a very good question, thank you so much, because I can now tell you distinction. So for example, heat and Vata going 3 level up, we understand that, okay, it means in the head region there is heat settled and it is creating trouble. Now we have to find out which trouble it is creating. Find out by third, looking at all other 3 things. So you have to, point number 5 was the mental channel. The combination which will tell you there is a problem in the mental channel is having very, very mild beige, not too much, mild beige, low circulation. Remember I told you low circulation, and Vata going 3 level up. So along with this heat, which is very predominant, 3 level high, which shows you that heat in the head region, if there is combination of low circulation, which means after 4 beats there is a little pause and there is very mild beige, not so much, very mild beige, not so much, okay? You will, when you check again and again, you will find after 10 pulse of beige, you will say, okay, this is extreme beige, this is mild beige, this is just a, so very mild, not so much, indicates there is a problem with the emotions. So now you know this is connected with anger. But if there is Vata going up and there is heat, with that there is Pitta high jumping. What will that be? What will that be?
Digestion problem, fear.
Don't start telling again, logically think. Heat deposited in the head region and Pitta high, which means headache. Pitta high is headache. Acha, heat, Vata going 3 level up. Always think logically before you even answer anything. Think like this, where is it located? Which dosha is settled in which kind of tissues? And which srotas is impacted? There it was Manava srotas, here it was Pitta. It was, when there is headache, constantly acidity is produced every day. So they have Pitta produced every day in the stomach. If you ask them symptoms, they will say, I feel always nauseous, I feel sometimes burning, gastric problem, you know, and then suddenly when that increases, headache, boom. So you know that this is the headache pulse. Now added into that there is a low circulation. So low circulation, Pitta, 3 level Vata going up and heat. Migraine. So you will say, okay, you have headaches, but it is turning into migraines. Stays there for 3-4 days. When it comes, you have to take a anti-migraine tablet only, then it goes away. They will say yes to you. Right? Now another same combination, you tell me what it can be. So 3-level Vata high, write down in your diary, it's a good idea. 3-level Vata high, heat. 3-level Vata high, heat. Which means where the toxins are located. And which kind of toxins? Pitta, heat. So Pitta. Pitta always creates skin problem, headache, acidity, burning, anger. Remember, simplicity in life is always better, right? Inflammation, extreme scenario. Now it has also, along with that, it has a autoimmune pulse. What does it has? So what will be the situation? The doctors at least should be able to say, nah, skin problem in the head, dermatitis, psoriasis in the scalp. Now instead of Vata going up in the head, it's moving all over. Heat and autoimmune, that means psoriasis in the whole body. So, because psoriasis is an autoimmune situation. Yeah. Some people get only in the scalp and not in the whole body. There are 7 kinds of psoriasis. Yeah. If this pulse is there, then you know, okay, it's only in the head region, scalp. That's it. So this is the way to. Now, what I suggest, because it's a very complex thing, you will do this today because I have mentioned in every file as much as detail I can, and of course Krishna is there and possibly Nidhi, and they were also helping me so much in the clinic, they can guide you. But always focus on this basic. Where is it located? Which tissue is settling the toxins wherever, and which dosha is higher, which strotas is impacted, whether tissue is degenerated or there is fibrous growth. This you have to think. Then you make a combination, and if you know the pathology, because next year you will learn the pathology. It's in the curriculum. You will learn all the pathology. You don't have to worry if you are not a doctor, okay? Because this whole curriculum is designed to make you capable of helping people. So next year will be and you will have access to the software to know the pathology yourself, and it will be fun, really fun. That part is fun. Right now is boring because we also, like, first year and second year what we studied was so boring, like literally we didn't want to learn and run away. But this you need in order to understand future things.
It's very interesting.
Very interesting, I know, but sometimes very technical. Yeah.
Sadness and depression and like stuff like childhood trauma. How can you identify sadness, depression, childhood trauma?
I come to that for the moment, but because I have to leave in 5 minutes, I'm sorry for that. But you know what? We can have a session where you can always ask. But this again, if I describe, it will remain in your head. Where will it remain? We want to have an insight. See, our main gurus so never gave this structure. Said observe, observe, observe. So the key is observation. So I was talking to Dr. Hemang and also Dr. Clint actually 1 week ago, 10 days ago. What we can do, this will also help you to create your practice slowly, side by side. We can start doing every month on month 10 or 5 or whatever video consultation you can generate. And in case if you can't generate, don't worry about it. We will show you how to generate also. Right? We'll show you how to generate, because Ayush Shakti is generating more than 12,000 patients every month. But because we want to make you individually capable to build the practice, I would like that you start becoming independent, even in terms of get trained in what we call as a marketing. But marketing is nothing but giving value to the society. Give 100 times, they will come and say, oh, where is it, I want to learn. So we'll teach you. If there is some problem, we will teach you how to generate regularly. So I would like to suggest that have a mentor. We will define the mentors for everybody in the group, and that mentor you create maybe 10 clients a month, 5 clients a month on your own capacity, or by doing certain activities that I will show you, which will be a simple thing like creating a webinar, invite your friends, and okay, right now you are not capable, later on you will learn to do it. So have mentor doctor give a webinar. So he'll talk to your group of people. You can also invite physically, you can invite. I would recommend physically because now everything is open. That will also help you to learn the pulse reading. That is why I am saying physically. So invite them physically and set up a little, PPT or something, screen, or on the TV you can always connect. There are so many ways. The doctor will talk, you will also talk. Both of you together can do this webinar. And then invite them to book a consultation. If they want to, they can come and book it. Anyways, if they don't, at least they've learned few things to take care of their health. So we have contributed in people's life. But that's the first purpose of us, contribution. That's it. That should be the first. So this is one way. Then there is also like a small booklet you must have seen in Ayush Shakti, which needs to be adapted. One of you can volunteer maybe to help us to make it a little more attractive. Somebody was a book writer here. Who was the book writer? Whose book is, you are going to publish the book. You can create this way you will learn. So Krishna, you have to give all the soft copies to her, right? So she can help you to make it better for the whole group. And just put this as a free distribution in the natural shop or the Whole Food store or wherever they are carrying. And just in the back there will be a little, we'll put a something by which they can just click it and they can book appointment, which will have a link straight away going to you. So we will create a structure that you also earn while you do it. So that way you are building the practice side by side. Purpose is that we build the practice side by side. That's the purpose. Now when people come to you, what you should do is you should actually take the pulse. You write down the pulse points, V++, P++, beige, whatever you can know. Every night you listen to this lecture. If you forget, don't worry about it. But don't worry, if you are wrong, don't worry. I tell you why. Because we are chasing, what we are chasing? Excellence. Perfection is a dead end. Excellence is a ongoing improvement. So moment you do it, you will understand. So you write it down, and there will be a doctor, who will be on the video to begin with, because I want to make it faster. So that doctor will be on the video, and that doctor will say, okay, this is the pulse. He will ask the question, do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have that? So that person will say, yes, I have this, I have this. You will learn from the pulse, this. And then afterwards you can discuss with your mentor doctor, because you don't have to discuss in front of the patient, remember. Otherwise this client is getting confused, what do I have, what is this? No, we want to create faith only, and we want to create a plan so that he can get better. So the doctor will help you to create the plan, and then once everything is done, then you discuss with your mentor that, okay, how did you find this, what pulse combination indicated that he has this situation? And sometimes they will say, no, I don't have this. That means you have not seen the pulse right. Check it again on the spot. So if you do this, trust me, before you come to the pathology part, which is next year, you will be so good in the pulse reading that every pathology you will say, okay, this pathology will be this pulse. You will go opposite. Yeah? Got it? Makes sense? I think this is the practical way of learning, otherwise we don't want to create a professors. What do you say?
No, I agree.
Yeah, you came a bit late actually. I was looking for you.
She said at 3:40, so I came.
At 3:40? Oh, right, okay. Well,
Helpful to, before those consultations, so we can like go over them, or no?
which all the... Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Even in the group. It's a brilliant idea. Yeah, if we can have a monthly meeting where you bring the consultation, you can go over that. And so once you master the pulse reading, then I will teach you the face reading, okay? But again, that goes in the same 5 principles. But if you are not even good in this one, how will you? So I'm not talking even about it right now. Okay? Yeah? Is it good? So just take, we have so many files here, and take one file, read the name and go to that person and take the pulse. And remember to follow the process that we said, always sitting straight, right to right at the moment, remove glasses and put the finger like we discussed, and look 5 points. If you can remember one by one point in the head, then just don't remove the hand. Otherwise, put, write down, put again, write down, whatever you feel. Follow this step, very important. And then you open this file, not before that. Because then you will know, okay, I got it or not, right? Okay, so can I leave now? Huh? So I want to promise all of you, including everybody who was not here, that me and Krishna, and especially I am also talking about Dr. Naram right now, because I know how passionate he was to make everybody successful, and how passionate he was to really help people to heal others. So I want to tell and offer us, myself personally, to you, that when you have this practical case studies with you collected, every month, once a month, I will give you 2 hours of my time on the internet, and we will only discuss the case studies. But I don't want to do this like a classroom. You say, okay, what about trauma? What about this? No. You bring your practical. Otherwise, it's not going to help you become successful. And one more option is that you can, if you are capable, you can invite doctors to work with you and organize the trip. And if you can bring 20 people or 10 people, something like this, Normally I have seen, if you can get 10 people with a doctor to come to your place, in 1 year it will become 20 or 30. Just because of the referrals. Because of what? Referrals. So even that is another option to learn practically. Whatever works for you, you can do both. But it is important that you have a mentor, but you do your own pulse reading. That's it. You have to do it. You have to write it down. Huh? So process we will follow right now. Please follow the steps. Write down. 1, step number 1, then you distribute the files. Step number 1, sit, all the pre-steps, write down pre-steps. Then locate the fingers in a right manner. Then you write down your judgment. Only then open the file. So what I suggest, everybody can take their own file with them. Of course, you don't have your file, right? Okay. So, but you still show the pulse, so they will write it down and they will check the symptoms with you. How about that? Whoever doesn't have file will be done by that, right? And Krishna is there to help.
मम्मी पण मारे मिस्टर पूजाना ते आपण जाऊ
Oh, you got time you have to give?
વધારે 5:30.
Okay, also he has to leave at 5:30. So he will be there till 5:30. After that, will you be, huh? You just go on. Huh? This is the way you will learn, no? Last story I want to tell, then I go. But Krishna is writing, that's why. So there was this Dr. Lisiani. Okay, Dr. Nello, Dr. Lisiani. Did I tell you about him before? I don't remember. He came from Sicily, south of Italy. So he is a very funny man, a really very funny man. He was the first doctor who came to India to learn. First medical doctor from Italy, from Europe, from the West, 1991. So he came for like 3 months because he said, I want to master this pulse reading, okay. So after 1 month he studies. Pankaj, he asked Pankaj, how did you know this? How did you know that? How did you know he had a blood pressure? How did you observe? So I told you this one, I think.
He just kept on saying observe and he got fed up.
It was so fed up that he wanted to jump from the 7th floor, okay, but he didn't jump because he still wanted to observe, like Pankaj, like we both said, no, but you are going good, just keep doing it, so he did. One day we went actually in the, our factory was at Palghar, not the one which you visited, but we had another factory actually, north of Mumbai. And that time the roads were very, very poor. And the rainy season means you have to find the roads in the road, literally. Because there are so many bumps and little hillocks because of the potholes, deeper, you have to literally find. So when we came back, there was some block and there was a diversion created because they wanted to repair the road or something, I don't know. Police were there. So, and we had to really go back home soon. So I said to Dr. Nello, let us get down and try and do something with this policeman. So we said to policeman that please let us go. He is a foreigner who came from the West, just came to learn the pulse reading and he has to really go and learn. There is a lesson, this, that, So this police says, what are you, like crazy? You are fooling me? Okay, check my pulse. Dr. Nello, not you, he says. Dr. Nello will, if he is learning pulse reading, he has to check the pulse. Nello says, but I don't know anything. I am not even taught. No, you check it right now. So Nello is putting the hand on the pulse and he says, you have blockages in the heart, you have a high blood pressure and you have diabetes. So this fellow says, how did you know this? Nello says, how did I know this? Then he became so crazy. He started, you will not believe me, but it is true. This clinic, that huge Malad clinic, he went out and there is this right side, if you go, there are little shops, the tailor shop and this and that. He went everywhere and says, I want to check your pulse, I want to check. Just to practice, because he was like, oh my God, I can know it. So that is what will happen in you. Practice means it goes in your head, subconscious mind. So practice is a must. That you have to understand. Very important. Huh? But you have patient in the clinic. Your clinic, so you can practice. And you can have a mentor by your side, so that easy. That's it.
In our system, you only count the number.
So,
70 per minute.
So you count the number first and then you become Ayurvedic doctor again and count the different things.
Irregular pulse, regular pulse, that's all.
I got it, but you that is also useful, but you do that and then you do this.
That's why, yeah.
Huh? So start, and then you also work with Dr. Tushar whenever you have time. Dr. Mayuri in Ghatkopar has a patient. Sit with them and just check it and write down your observation. Whoever are here, you can go in the evening to Malad clinic. You just check with Dr. Hemang, because there are days when there are many patients. So you can go and practice. Okay? Done? So sit in the power position, remove glasses, fingers, pressure. And fourth point, write down observation in the 5 areas. Write down. Basic observation you write down in the 5 areas. And the last one is open the file and confirm your judgment. Simple. Huh? Okay? Same steps you have to follow when we do the video mentorship. Same steps you have to follow. Same. Plus, whenever you want, just I'm considering, normally I work only 3 days a month in my OPD where there are a lot of patients. I'm considering to make it in 1 week together. So if somebody just comes for 1 week, they can at least have 200-300 pulse experience. Next week I will be on Wednesday and Thursday in the clinics. Whoever is there can join me. Yeah, full day. I have told Dr. Hemang to arrange it. And Kamlesh will be arranging it. Yeah, so you can come whole day, you can be there. So just check when I am there. 1 week you can come, maybe 2 weeks, and practice and go. That's another option. When you do your own observation, it is kind of more powerful. But you can use both as you like, whatever you like. Okay?
Oh, that's a good one.
Ah, that's a good one. Believe in yourself. I love it. And chase excellence. Chase excellence always. Chalo, I'm leaving. Very good to see you. And whoever is leaving tomorrow, again big love and big hug. Whoever is here, and if you can, come to my clinic next 2 days on Wednesday and Thursday. So you can organize, because most of the people are now in the Basti program, and you can always organize the Bastis in a manner that you have a longer period to be with me. You can talk to the doctors so that they will give you just 1 Basti, and then you can go and to my clinic. That's it. Something like this. Yeah.